All right, so today is Friday before spring break, and I finished grading the decision app step 4 that were submitted and the collect, calculate, and display transportation. And I was doing a validation check, so if you got a message from me, I think I gave everybody until the end of the day. And then on the decision app, there was a couple of you, and this was fairly common, so you can fix this, is that when you hit delete, your display results were still showing up. So make sure you fix that. Now I say fix it before step 5, but actually I gave students a chance who had done it to fix it for review by the end of the day. So I'm telling you this because as we head into break, so remember between week 11 and week 12, which I've already talked about, this is our break, spring break, and I'm not around. Brianna's not around, so just keep that in mind as if you run into something. I'm on a bike most of the time, so not available. But I did spend some time today going ahead and getting together week 13. And not that you need to work on it because break is just that. Figure out what works for your schedule. Now, some of you who are trying to catch up, it's a good time to get caught up because maybe you have other things that aren't happening in your life as far as courses, and this would be one you were catching up with. But if you're current with this course, good for you. Take a break. It's very necessary, I find, to actually step away from the work. It gives me a good perspective. I will say before I jump into week 13, I have done a couple of code reviews, and those students who got in early, I definitely want to give them kudos for getting in early, right? But if you haven't gotten on the schedule yet, you can see how many are on the schedule right now. It is a good time to get on the schedule. Remember that there is some time limits as far as when you can do another follow-up if you need to do a second code review or sorry, a technical interview. Okay, so just keep that in mind, making sure you're coming back here and checking into this item and getting on the schedule if you're not there yet. But I do talk about this actually in week 13 attendance. Now, in week 13, I decided to release this, even though I was so tempted to redo the way I had done it, but I decided that it's okay the way it is, which is basically we're going to do a code challenge. I'm going to give you a code challenge for fixing how the messages for the cleanup for the form validation. So there's actually 2 code challenges in there, but there's actually a code challenge in attendance. But I'm saying this because attendance is from last semester, and I spent some time today looking at it and realizing it's totally fine for this semester, except for the heads up that I gave you. Because last year in step 5, those students actually had done validation, and you are not going to. You're going to actually do planning for that. But here's the markdown for the code challenge for attendance. Okay, you can check that out. You see how it's scored. Reply with any suggestion oh yeah, I give the style guide. And the style guide is important because we're moving into refactoring some things and just knowing what's good to use. Like camel case should be our standard. Alerts are discouraged. Don't use outside code. It's discouraged. If so, you need to reference it and then commit that. Okay, and I show you that in this video. Now, the thing I will say is that today I went through and recorded the video for the step 5. Okay, so for step 5, I did. Oh, and this might be a little funky. This is the solution. If no, and this is not valid JS. And if this is pseudocode. Okay, if no changes needed. In other words, if you got the challenge correct. Okay. And but remember what I said on the other, and I said this on the other video, is that if you didn't get it, tell me what you tried so that I can see the effort that you placed into it. Ooh, I just realized I needed an end string character there. Anyway, so I said that in here, but the next one I was trying to get to, which was this one, which is the one I recorded today, talking about the step 5. And so it's funny, I recorded this and realized I actually only was looking at the instructions and forgot that I had said that, yes, make sure you fix anything before you start in. Okay. So fix your step 4 and then create your folder before you do that. Anyway, step 5 should be, I think, pretty matter of fact, seems most of you navigated step 4 just fine. I did, like I just showed you, there was some things I gave you feedback on, but I also gave folks a chance to fix that by end of day, so make sure you see those messages. Okay, so the other thing that's different about week 13, and I'll end with this, is that it's a little different in the order. So normally in our decision making apps, they come after attendance, but I decided to go ahead and put the cleanup first, like the message cleanup, and then the decision app. And I didn't put a break in there, but if you at least get through, let's see, let me be specific now. If you need a break, at least get through. Let's just go look together, even though I've done the video to cover it and I didn't put a break optional in here, right? Get through your custom, implement your custom. No, actually, I'll let you do it if you get through your refactor. Okay, get through your phase 1 if you need a break, and then I'll give you another 24 hours if you need it to get the rest of this done. But if you can, do it all at the due date. It just keeps you current. Okay, have a great break, whatever you're planning, whatever your schedule allows. Know that I will be back the weekend before we're back from break, but really back on the Monday after. So if we were looking at the calendar, okay, just to FYI it, I said I was going to end. I guess I better end now. Okay, so here we go. So here we are at break, right? Spring break, right? So today, oh, wrong class, 93. So in 93, right? So I released week 13, right? So here we are at break. I will be back actually here on the 5th, but not really checking in completely until the 6th. Okay, have a great spring break, and I'll see you after. Bye.